Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. We're in our gym, Existence Athletics, here in Denver, Colorado, to do a really cool and very helpful comparison between a lot of the common wireless microphones on the market right now. We did a comparison like this about a year ago. It's a huge success. We had a lot of questions and we were able to come up with good conclusions. However, I've got some new players in the game to add to the mix, and I wanted to shoot this one inside in a large space in our gym right here, so you can hear how it is with echo and stuff like that, as well as a lot of people will probably be using it for indoor use as opposed to outdoor use, although all these do come with wind muffs to get you safe in the wind. We've got the Comica, we have the DJI, we have the Hollyland Mark II, we got the Rode Wireless Go 2, and then the new guy, to us at least, the Joby, which is interesting kit right there. So there's a lot to cover. Let's get into it. Starting things off, we are using the DJI. I know I said DJI last time in the video. My mistake. It is DJI. This is their wireless microphone system. It comes with 2 microphones and a charging case right here. And then you see in here, this is the other microphone, and it automatically pairs, and it might start causing stereo. But it also comes with an adapter for iPhone and USB for other phones. Goes in there, nice case. It does come with windscreens, which I use all the time when I'm outside. It is the most expensive of the group. But let's get into the Rode Wireless Go 2. As you can see right here, I have the wind muff on the device. Compared to the regular Rode Wireless Go's, the Go 2, the microphone wind muff stays in place a whole lot better. Up next, we're using the Rode Wireless Go 2 microphone right here. I have it set to -12 decibels. Wind screen is on. I'm going to take that off. Simply twist it to take it off. I'm going to place it where the other one was too. Okay, now we're in our gym. We're walking around. We're talking. I'm facing away from the camera. The benefit of the Rode, I feel like it has the best tonal properties, the best sound overall. It is a little bit bulkier compared to the DJI microphone. Both I use in professional settings, yes, in paid work, and also for most of the YouTube videos. The DJI is just an easy to carry case, so that's why I carry it with me at all times. And then the Rode Wireless Go is on all my inside cameras because it just sounds good. And I like that it has a display. Both the DJI and the Rode have a display so you can see the battery life, the record level. You can set different record levels. You can have it granular, or you can have it you can have it basic or more detailed, meaning you can do 3 levels of adjustment on the Rode Wireless Go 2, or you can go really small details, or you can go in the decibels. Like I said, -12 decibels, and I can see the screen from here. It's a good level. If I need to boost it, I'll just put auto boost in whatever software, and it usually sounds really, really good. Up next, we're going to do the Hollyland, and much like the DJI, the Hollyland comes with its own little case right there, and like the DJI, you charge it on the bottom right here. Hollyland, you charge on the bottom USB-C, and when you open it up, they automatically sync and pair. That's a pretty sweet thing. The only difference, besides the sound quality and the price, is the DJI will have a screen readout where the Hollyland does not. It's just lights. It's really, really basic. So as you can see here, it's just light, and then if you see here, you can see all the levels for the microphones. Same thing with the Rode. You can see all the levels, which I think is incredibly important to know where your levels are. But the Hollyland are nice because they're even smaller than the DJI, very lightweight, smaller than the Rode, as you can see. They can clip anywhere. You can put them on smaller articles of clothing, like a bra strap or a swimsuit strap or something like that. Lapel, they're really lightweight. But again, there's no way to tell what level it is. You just have to click through it and go through I think 3 or 4 levels. And you cannot add a lavalier mic. You can add a lavalier mic to Rode. There's a little plug right here. So this way, if you wanted to put the Rode the Rode, on your belt loop or something, or in your pocket, you could maneuver up a lavalier mic and have even more stealthy and potentially even better audio. So the Rode and the DJI and the Joby will allow you to put a microphone in, and the Joby actually comes with microphone, comes with all these accessories, and quite a bit of accessories, honestly, and it comes with 2 additional lavalier microphones. So I'll test the Joby after the Hollyland with the lavalier and without. So stay tuned for that. Again, we've done the DJI first. This is the Rode. We're going to go to the Hollyland next, and then we'll go to the Joby, and then we'll finish up with the Comica. Stay tuned. So now we have the Hollyland microphone. I have it a couple feet away from my face. It does come with a wind muff that goes over top. Wind muff would be something like this, but theirs is designed to go over the microphone. It's super lightweight, so I'm going to place it just like I did with the other ones. It looks like it's coming in pretty hot. I don't know the level because, again, there's no readout. That is the downside with the Hollylands. There is no way for me to tell what the levels are. However, the benefits are less price, more compact even than the DJI, a whole lot smaller than the Rode, and it's like a third of the Rode. So if that's an important thing to you, and you set your levels and you know where they are, and you don't need a readout, and you don't need to plug in a lavalier microphone, then the Hollyland for sure is great. I know we did our last comparison video, and a lot of people were really stoked on the Hollyland. And I'll do a little test. Sorry, I've got a boot on my foot. I broke my foot. So forgive me for walking slow here. But I'm going to walk through some metal over here, see if it cuts out. And our gym is a nice space. You can kind of hear the room volume. Heck, I'll even pan out so you can see the gym a little bit more. I'm at 28. There we go. Look at that. All right. And yes, this is a vet-owned facility. Dan was in the United States Air Force. He's captain. And Ryan was in the U.S. Navy. We have Marines here as well. Some Purple Heart recipients. Really good people here. Hardworking, good people. So we zoom back in to 28. And hopefully this gives you a nice sound test on the Hollyland. So we've done the DJI first. What do you think? Then we did the Rode next. Again, what do you think? I guess it doesn't stand that way. I think it's pretty good. And then we did the Hollyland. Up next, we're going to do a 2-part on the Joby. The Joby are, bigger even than the Rode. So something to consider. And yes, you can put in the wind muff. It kind of clicks in place a lot like the Rode Wireless Go 1 used to do. But I think the benefit of the Joby is going to be using the provided lavalier microphones and then using this in a pocket potentially as a source. So let's see how that sounds. Now we have the Joby microphones right here. They are definitely the biggest, like I said, bigger than the DJI, bigger than the Rode, way bigger than the Hollyland, and bigger than the Comica you'll see here in a second. And they're kind of a modular design, so you have to build out the clip, which isn't provided. So I installed this clip right here. It was pretty simple to do. Rotate. There we go. I'll put him the same place all the other ones were. Much heavier, in my opinion, but that is what you get. There's also a kind of a mount right here, so you could put it on a mic stand or cable right there. And then you get, for the base, it's kind of like Legos. And you can mount this guy on a cold shoe. Boom. So he would go to the receiver, I would assume. And then what else we got here in this kit? I don't even know what that is. Oh, I think it's a magnet. That's right. There's a magnet right here, and then you tighten it, and then it came with a strap, which I already lost, and then you could put it on your person right here exposed. In the real world, I would never do that. It's just too much attention to this red and black microphone when the other ones are just so much more discreet, which is part of the allure of them. But how's the audio? On this one again, I don't know what the audio level is. There's no readout. There's basically, well, that's not true. If you push the button, hold down, it pairs it, and then it'll give you, I think, 3 or 4 parts of the circle, and that's the level. So I suppose that's a way to read out, but it's not very efficient for what I'm used to. So I don't know. What do I think about that? And now it's stuck on there. Okay, and I don't have a quarter on me. Okay, let's see how it sounds with a lavalier microphone. Oh, that did not work. Slippery booger. Okay, lavalier microphone right there. And then, sorry for the ruffling. All right, looking at the bass here, I'm gonna plug it in. Looks like 2 or 3. Okay. Now this is with the lavalier microphone. Now I can show you this a little bit better. I can show you that it's on levels 2, maybe, or 3. On the side is USB-C. All these are USB-C charging, which is nice and convenient. On the other side, you get plus and minus. Let's see, minus down to 1. There's 2, 3 maybe. Where's that 4? 1, 2, 3. I'll go back to 2 where it was originally. So I guess there's 3 levels of sound adjustment on it. It's a big device. Let's see how far we can get from the receiver. Again, mind you, I am in a boot, hence the gimp walk. Looking at the medicine balls, going over to the assault bikes and the rowers, back towards the kettlebells. How does it sound? Is this a good option? Did it cut out? Wasn't very far where I went, maybe 40, 50 feet. But it's important to face away from the receiver to see if it does work. Okay, last but not least, the Comica. These guys are pretty cool. And again, they come in a nice little box right there. Let's see the size. So here is the receiver, and here is the microphone. Now, about the closest comparison we have is going to be to the Hollyland. The Comica is just a little bit bigger. And here's a Comica microphone, and here is a Hollyland microphone. So pretty small microphones, right? So let's get the Comica hooked up. It's got a lot of benefits I think you might appreciate over even the Hollyland. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now we have the Comica, this guy right here. On the microphone itself, you can mute it and sync it. That's about it. Got a blue light, let me know it's on. I'll place it in the exact same place as the other ones. On the receiver, there is a screen. Let me see what the levels are right now. Looks like it's level 2. Level 2. You can increase or decrease, but it looks like the levels on the camera itself look pretty good, so I'll keep them right where they are. And then I'll do the test. I'll walk away, face away first. Walking around metal, any interference. Going over here. Hello, medicine balls and atlas stones. Coming back into frame. Should not be walking on a broken foot. The things I do for all of you. Happy to do so. Okay, how does the Comica sound compared to the Rode, DJI, Joby with lavalier, and the Hollyland? I think it sounds pretty good, all things considered. I like the little charging case. And then the question people ask is, can you put a lavalier in it? No, you cannot put a lavalier, but it does come with the windscreen to go on here. But no, the Comica, no on the Hollyland, you cannot put a lavalier microphone. Yes, on the unique Joby, comes with lavalier microphones, and how do they sound compared to the device itself? Absolutely on DJI you can, and absolutely on the Rode. Another perk that people like about the DJI and the Rode is you can record internally on each device. So even if you are not recording into the camera or into a recorder, you have a recording on here, which is great for redundancies. You can go into the app on the Rode and the DJI and set it to, as soon as you turn it on and start recording, you can change, I think there's 2 different file sizes you can change from. So you can go from WAV or MP4 or MP3, whatever. One will take a lot more space and have great quality, maybe 8 hours of space. And the other will give you, I think, 30 hours of space. But people ask about that feature all the time. It's not a feature I use. I'm very dirtbag and low tech as possible when it comes to it. I just want to see a cable go out, so the meters are good, going into the camera at the same time I'm shooting the video. That way I can just edit it as quick as possible, as efficient as possible. But you know, I absolutely respect having the redundancy and having, if you're using multiple camera setups and having just one microphone on the talent or the person, yeah, the talent, listen to me, on the person, then I can definitely see a benefit of having those recordings on the DJI and the Rode. Other things that are very important for using these in situations, whether personally or on content creation or professionally. Battery life, 5 hours. I have not gotten past 5 hours in a professional setting, so which is why I have 2 of everything. Actually, I have 3 of the Rode because I love them so much. I have 3 of the Rode, well 4 if you count the white ones, 2 of the DJI, 2 of the Hollyland, and then yeah, I think that's about it. And then a bunch of these guys. So there's other companies out there that make these. And we've tested a lot of them. Then I did not include them in the review because I don't feel they're as good a quality. You can probably hear the quality. I would probably say a lot of people are going to say the DJI and the Rode sound the best. Some people are going to advocate for the Hollyland because of the price point and the quality of sound. Some people, I hope, root for the Comica because it does sound good. And the Joby, I don't know. I haven't listened to the video yet. I've used it for some recordings and it's been good enough. I just don't know. The downside for me for the Joby is just the bulk of the situation, the color. I don't want to draw attention to it. I want it to be incognito. That would be the downside for the Joby, as well as not really being able to see the screen very easily what the levels are. The DJI are fantastic. If they could design a case to include the wind muffs on the microphones, because I shoot outside a lot, that would make me about the happiest person ever. I'm sure that'd be an easy design fix. So it's not really anything wrong with it. It's just my personal preference, given how I use the wind muffs all the time for the outdoor videos that you see on our channel. The Hollyland is a great value, sounds good, super lightweight, especially if you're doing like athletic stuff, yoga teacher, fitness coach, working with kids, and you just want to draw a lot of attention and a lot of weight to the microphone. It's a very good option. Same with the Comica. The Comica, I think, might be a little bit better in regards because it has that screen where you can see the levels. But honestly, most cameras, like I'm shooting on the Sony a7R5, I can see the meters right there. Everything's working really well. Another thing too is make sure your cables are good. Sometimes these cables will go out and you get just one channel of recording. Always have backup cables, like backup cables everywhere for everything, because stuff does break. And what are you gonna do when it breaks? Fix it, right? Okay, hopefully seeing all these and hearing all these microphones has been helpful. Please put in the comments below which ones you prefer, which ones you have experience with, which one you think is best. If there's anything I missed, and I'm sure there is, share that with the audience. We're all trying to learn and get better here. If you found this helpful, thumbs up is always appreciated. I'll put links below to purchase any of these. Most of those links will probably be affiliate links, and that is the best way to support this channel. There's zero cost to you, no additional cost. Not that you get the product for free, but it's no additional cost. It does go a long way to help support us, so we can do more videos like this to hopefully find helpful to you and prove valuable to you. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel. We try and get about 5 or 6 videos up per week. We have 50+ writers creating content on Engearment.com and on our social media handles. Really fun stuff, and a lot of us use these microphones every day to create that content, so we can speak to it quite a bit. All right, I'll wrap this up. Sean Sewell, owner and director of Stoke for Engearment.com. Until next time, take care.